love you right back.
So, Android launchers, they're a great way to personalize your smartphone experience. Not only does it make your phone look better, but it also adds usability functions that helps you use your phone faster, specifically for you. Now, if you don't know what a launcher is and everything that it can do for you, there's a video that I've done. It's in the top right corner on the card. Do check that out and come back to this video. Now, there are all kinds of launchers, those with a very comprehensive set of features aimed at maximum customization and tweaks, and then some with minimum features aimed at very minimal usability, and some in between. Now in this video, I'll talk about 3 such launchers that cover one of each kinds, but again, there are a lot of launchers, and I'll mention some at the end of the video. And let's start with the most minimal one. For me, that would be Niagara Launcher. As I said, it's a very minimalistic launcher. All you get is a list of apps right in front of you sorted alphabetically, which you can obviously hover over. But at the top, you get to select your favorite apps that you use the most, so they're right in front of you for instant use. A quick pull down gives you access to the notification tray, and swiping up will allow you to search through your apps if you don't wish to scroll all the way looking for that app. There's also a Google widget, so you can quickly tap and search for something across Google. And a quick tap on the clock opens up your alarms. Now, you can also swipe left to right over an app to access its shortcuts. So it could be a WhatsApp conversation, it could be an Instagram activity. All you have to do is just swipe and those widgets or shortcuts are visible to you. Now, you can also access Niagara settings and make some personalized changes over there. You can change the icon pack, which I think is really good. So you can have a wallpaper at the back and have a matching set of icons. And this pretty much takes care of 90% of things that I do in a day on my phone, and that's exactly what you want. But let's say that you want a bit more functionality, a bit more information on your app usage. That's where Ratio Launcher comes into place. All your apps are automatically categorized, which you can obviously change, and you can always search for an app real quick. The launcher is unique because of several reasons. Let's say you get a notification. It shows with these yellow blinkers against the category name as well as within the app tile too. It keeps a pretty tight track of how much time you're spending in which category, so you know whether you're being more productive or being more entertained. You can customize the app tile to look and behave in a certain way and get more information by long pressing on it. You'll be able to see usage details, change the tile appearance, set up custom brightness for that app, and also change the category, hide the app, protect using fingerprint scan, and even mute notifications from it. If you want to set these factors from multiple apps together, you can do that by going into settings. If you're outdoors, there's also a sun mode that's the bright version of the otherwise dark interface. And you can obviously create your own category or drawer and move apps inside of that. But yeah, you cannot apply any fancy icon packs or widgets or fancy wallpapers because it just wouldn't go with the entire look and feel of this launcher. For that, you're going to need something much more comprehensive, and that's where Nova Launcher comes in. It has the most comprehensive set of features, tweaks, and customizations possible. It gives you full liberty on how you wish to configure your home screen and app drawer. As you can see here, all of these home screens were created using Nova Launcher. You can style your app drawer the way you want, change background colors, different icon packs, and different grid sizes. Now, whether you want apps in a scroll, or in pages, or as folders, or as tabs, all of that can be configured right inside from the settings. So as you can see, this is a list format. And then at the top, you've got those tabs or groups, so to say, that you can create and club apps under. You can improve usability by adding gestures. 2-finger swipe down can do something, double tapping can do something, a single tap and swipe down can open your phone dialer, and so on and so forth. You can also add new tasks by just rotating your fingers. So they're called gestures, and you can go and get those, but these can only be accessed in the premium version of Nova Launcher. And really guys, you can configure multiple gestures, and I think it's totally worth it. Now, of course, you can change your icon packs. That's needless to say, you could do that even with Niagara Launcher. But, you could go ahead and add more pages to your home screen, change the grid sizes, set up what kind of search you want and where do you want it placed. You can have page indicators, you can customize your app drawer. What color background should it have? What should be the transparency of it? Should it have a card background? Should it be a list? Should it be pages? It's really crazy. You can go ahead and customize the look of your folders depending upon the color themes you have. So you can have totally yellow or pink or green. Just go ahead, go crazy how All of these things can be managed here, and there are so many settings that you can play with and get the exact look you want. So if you're really into customizing your phone to its max potential, or if that's a zone that you want to get into, Nova Launcher would be the way to go. Now, if you don't know how to use Nova Launcher, I've done a full video. It's like a tutorial explaining how to use Nova and its various features. Video on the top right corner in the card. Do check it out. Now, there are a few more launchers that could have easily made it into the list, and they're not very different from what I've already spoken about in this video earlier, but they do deserve a mention, so here they are. Something similar to Niagara Launcher is Olauncher Minimal, and it's got even fewer functions or functionality than compared to Niagara Launcher. So it's got these 8 apps that you can configure right in front. So you've got quick access. You can swipe up to access your entire list. You can also search, and the search is really cool as well. So if there's only one search result, the app gets automatically launched, which I think is actually very cool. There really aren't too many settings. You can set whether you want apps to be listed on the left or the right. You can choose how many apps to show on the home screen up front. And you can choose to have a wallpaper change automatically every day, or you can set from the gallery on your own. That's pretty much about it. Oh, and by the way, you can just swipe left to right to open the dialer and right to left to open the camera, because those are, more used apps than the rest. I also want to mention Hyperion Launcher, which is quite impressive and feature-loaded and can easily be compared with Nova Launcher. Actually, it's very similar in its implementation. It's just different in the way it's organized, its settings, and the way you access them. So instead of having, dock settings and drawer settings and home screen settings, they've created settings for attributes like colors and icons. And once you go into colors, you can then, in one place, change colors for everything. So let's say you want to change color for something, just go into colors and it'll give you all the options right up front. So it's just better organized. Additionally, that's not there in Nova. You can also lock apps from getting launched, but only from the launcher, not otherwise. But still, it's just better to have that. There are limited gesture options available, but Nova had a bit more. And see, here you go again. Like if I click on grids, it just gives me the options for all grids up front and not separately. Lawnchair 2 is yet another similar Nova Launcher kind of a launcher. And again, both of these launchers give you ample features that easily can compete with Nova Launcher. And I just think they're better organized. But Nova has an edge, and it's just got a couple of more things up its sleeves that these do not. And that's it, guys. Those are the top launchers for the year 2020. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you guys in the next one.